Hi everybody, David here from Market Appraisal and welcome back to the channel. Now you may notice that this is a new format from the previous videos that we've done, and I want to use this format to be able to specifically pick on headlines, news articles, data that comes out, whether it's on the mainstream media or whether it's within our industry media, to be able to share the key takeaways and the information that's really important to you. So I hope you find this format informative. I'll very much use data and information and refer to reports and notes and things just to be able to give you the distilled, accurate bits that you need. But by all means, I'll always post a link below anyway to the sources of the information so that you can go a little bit deeper if you need to. Now you'll notice from the title of this video that this is concerning the Zoopla Price Index, which comes out monthly. The November report has just been published on the 28th of November, so a few days ago. And we've never really covered the house price indexes in any detail on this channel. And we will do now moving forward as they get released and as important information comes out from them. But to distill it down, each of these house price indexes are completely unique. They use different sets of data. They are obviously all running a bit behind where the market currently is. So obviously to be able to take the data, analyze it, produce a report, they're always behind where the market is. And this is where people like myself in the industry and agents and people working within the property market generally see this information and trends and where the data is going months and months ahead. And then these kind of reports confirm that and issue it to the wider consumer. So the really interesting thing about this report is there are some really key takeaways specifically for people looking to buy, sell, and particularly invest as well as to where the market is heading. And we can see this trend, but now the data is showing you exactly what's happening. So I'll just mention that Zoopla's House Price Index, from their own report, I'll quote what their index actually does. And they say that it's a repeat sales-based price index using sold prices, mortgage valuations, and data for agreed sales. The index uses more input data than any other and is designed to accurately track the change in pricing for UK housing. So generally, when you look at all that amount of data, it's a really good mix of that data, bringing it all together, seeing how it cross-references, and then producing a fairly good report to inform you of where the market is right now and then where it's potentially heading. So if we look at the November report and its key takeaways, there are some interesting things now being confirmed. The average house price in the UK now stands at 264,600. And the report goes on to say that property prices are falling by 1.2% compared to a year ago. So we are seeing a decline in prices. It then says that property sales are holding up despite the weaker demand for homes, while number of homes for sale reaches a 6-year high. So we always tend to see this, particularly in the UK market, that transaction levels stay fairly consistent. No matter what the market's doing, up or down, or going through disruption at various points, generally across the year, you will get the same amount of transactions. What tends to swing things massively is the swing between supply and demand. And for a long period of time now, we've had a huge demand from buyers who are being held back in some shape or form from being able to find the property that they want, being able to transact on that property. So they've been waiting and pushing for the right property to come onto the market. And generally, the vendors have been holding those properties back from the market. What we're now seeing is a swing the other way, where there is a huge supply coming onto the market. We've seen that in the industry now for a good number of months. It's not necessarily been conveyed in mainstream media that that's the case, but now from the data, you can see that the amount of properties now on the market is at a 6-year high. This level has not been seen for that level of time. That now has an impact on house prices. And shown in the data already is that house prices are currently being discounted to an asking price average of 18,000 as a discount. That's a 5.5% discount off the asking price. And that's just off the data that they're seeing now from the last few months. That in turn is the highest it's ever been in 5 years. So you can see the impact of the supply and demand swing, and the fact that now you've got more supply, more choice out there. The buyers are able to look at more properties, look at them in comparison, negotiate more, and vendors now are under pressure that they've got more competition to compete with, and that in turn leads to discounting of the prices. So with that, the report also goes on to say that house prices will continue to fall in 2024, but the market could pick up if mortgage rates come down. So one of the data points that Zoopla has is obviously access to mortgage information, and they can see that the mortgage rates where they are right now is holding back buyers, and they're hopeful that if those rates come down, that would allow more buyers to buy and it would start to level things off a bit. But it is a could. So the key takeaway right now is that house prices are falling. There's a lot of mixed messages out there that they're not, and that we're seeing very small decreases. But when you look at the data, look at the information, look at the oversupply now, in the short term, that is not going to change the decline in the house prices. Until that supply and demand changes, until we firm up where interest rates are going to go next and how that impacts mortgage rates, it is where we are right now. So I hope this video helps, and the report will be down below in the comments. So feel free to go and have a look, dig into the detail of it, see how it applies to your specific circumstances. I'd also love to hear your feedback in the comments below. How is this impacting your current situation? Are you looking to buy? Are you selling and currently on the market and struggling? Feel free to drop in the comments. I'd love to help as many people as I can. I can either do a separate video on these subjects, or I'll just come back and comment on your messages below. So I hope this helps. And until the next video, please take care. Let me know anything that you want to see moving forward in the comments, and I look forward to speaking to you all again very soon.